Joy from Create It with Joy. Today is day 11 of my 12 Days of Christmas Card series, and I have made 2 cards using the Dear Santa November Card Kit from Spellbinders. First off, I cut 2 rectangles of patterned paper from the Lawn Fawn's large stitched rectangle stackables. And now I'm going to be cutting out my deer pieces from the Spellbinders Card Kit. I think this is such a cute deer. You have different eyelashes, a couple different noses, super cute. So I'm cutting it out of Nina Classic Crest Solar White 110 pound cardstock. I am going to be coloring the die cuts rather than die cutting it out of colored paper. So I need to be cutting 2 of these, and I didn't need to tape it down. Usually I do, but this I wasn't worried about anything lining up. So just adding back onto the piece of paper the things I need to cut out some more, run it through my die cut machine. This kit was really super cute. Obviously, I'm assuming that the kit is sold out, but in the future, getting these kits from Spellbinders are fantastic. This was my first kit, and I couldn't have been more happy. So I'm just putting it on a piece of paper because I'm going to be coloring these cute deer. I am going to be using my Copic markers, and I'm going to be using E00, E30, E31, E55, E57, W4, W6, R00, R20, R35, and R46. These are so really quite quick and easy to color. I sped up the coloring on this video quite a bit, just so it wasn't a super long video. Adding the same shadowing and everything that you would using a stamped image, everything comes out the same. So this is E55 and E57, I believe. I love these guys. They are so cute. And I couldn't just make one card. I had 2 ideas in my head. Now these deer, I mean, obviously I'm using them for a Christmas card, but honestly, you could use this for a birthday card. I mean, these could be a very masculine thing, and you could use them, you know, for a birthday card, maybe for a hunter, or I mean, really, the images could be used for anything. Any kind of card, I think, you could get away with using these guys. So it's not going to be just for Christmas. So just going to finish up coloring all the little pieces. Those are the cheeks. You get cute cheeks. You get, like I said, 2 sets of eyes. I think it was 2 sets. Maybe there was 3, but one of them was just darling with those super long eyelashes. And one of them, of course, I had to make into Rudolph, because how do you not? Here's the great antlers. Just laying down a base color, adding in some dark, and then I will blend that out. This kit, I can't remember the name of the kit, like the size of the kit, but it is their card kit that has all the paper and things like that, and then you get the small die and the large die, and I think the paper kit also may come with it some dies itself, so you get a ton of stuff. It really is a super awesome value. I was really surprised by it. So that, I'm pretty sure that guy was done. Here's the little eye, the one set of eyes without the eyelashes. And I used my black glaze pen to color that because I wanted that to be just a tad bit shiny. Just like I would add that detail to the eyes on my stamped characters, my little critters. Here's the eyelashes. If all of our eyelashes look like that, wouldn't that be fabulous? Just let those dry before you move them. And And then here's the one I'm going to color lighter, and this is where the E00, E30, and 31. I felt like the other deer was going to be a boy, and then this one needed to be a girl. So adding in the E31 on the ears. And then I will blend it, I will add the E30, and then I will go back over it with the E00 to kind of blend it and smooth everything and have a nice, really nice blend. If you blend out too much, again, just add some more of your darker color. And I just added some little dots with the darker for some detail. And this is the bridge of the nose, so I'm doing the same thing on this. I really do love how both of these turned out with coloring. Again, you don't have to color them. You can, you know, cut out your colored cardstock however you want to do this. So here is my first deer. And this green and gold cardstock is beautiful. Patterned paper, excuse me. And this came in the kit. And so I'm just going to adhere this down to the paper. This was one of the stickers that came in, and I don't usually use stickers on my cards, but these were just such cute sentiments that I needed to try it out. I definitely was stepping outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to inlay the ears, the inner ear pieces. I felt it was easier for me to glue those two pieces together before I laid them down. I'm using Ranger Multi-Matte Medium. You could use a tape runner, but it was just quicker to use this. Tuck in the antlers. Let that dry. I put the acrylic block on it so that way it can dry flat. Not that I've necessarily had a problem with this glue bubbling up or anything, but I'm just not going to take a chance. So there's the first set of eyes that I colored with the black glaze pen. And even if you used a colored cardstock on that and you wanted to go over it with your black glaze pen, you totally could. Cute little cheeks. Colored those in R00. And of course the nose. And I popped that up on foam tape because I did want that to have some dimension. And then I decided that the antlers were not dark enough. So I went back in with a little more of the E57 and just gave that a little more shadowing. So that way where the antlers were coming out from the head were a little bit darker. And as you can see, that looks so much better. And then I remembered there was some gold like washi tape in there that I wanted to use, and I'm so thankful I remembered before I attached this to my card base. And I just lined it up with the grid on my desk, on my mat. And I left overhang so I could wrap it around to the back of the card, and then you get a really nice sharp edge on the sides. And that looks so much better. When I was looking at the card, I thought, this is totally missing something. And I just added some of the Ranger Multi-Matte Medium to the back of that sentiment strip because once I pulled it off, it just wasn't sticky enough and I did not want it to fall off. And I'm just using the tape that came with the kit. It's kind of like score tape, I guess. It worked fabulous. So I'm going to peel that off and I'm going to attach that. And I am using cardstock that came in the kit, and it was a textured, pre-folded A2 size card base. And I really liked the texture of that cardstock. Adding some Nuvo Glitter drops and White Blizzard to the nose. Of course, we need it to shine. And then I'm using Honeybee Snowflakes confetti and their Christmas. The Honeybee, it's a Christmas confetti. I'm just placing a few pieces of those around. And I'm a girl that needs to lay things out first before I start attaching. I'm just trying to find the right layout of this. I didn't want too much because I really didn't want it to take away from that cute reindeer face. So I just added a few here and there. And I love this card because of the classic colors of Christmas. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, that one is done. So now we're going to work on the next card. And I cut the next one, the rectangle from the Lawn Fawn stitched rectangle stackables. I cut a smaller size because I did want part of this sweet reindeer's ears and things like that to hang off of it, because that was the look that I was going for. So I decided to make these antlers a little bit darker too, so that way they would feel a little more separate from the head. I love this snowflake, this blue snowflake paper. I just thought this needed to be a really soft reindeer. So I'm just laying everything out to see where I want to put that sentiment banner. How sweet is that? So now it's time to attach everything. Again, I'm attaching the nose part to the head. For me, it just made it simpler before I attached it to the background paper. And with the multi-matte medium, you do have a little wiggle room when you place it down. You can kind of slide it into place, things like that. Here's these fabulous eyelashes. You guys, this was my favorite card out of the two. I absolutely loved how this one turned out. It's very soft and pretty. If you had a cute birthday hat die cut or anything like that, that was in proportion with these deers, you could make this for a birthday card. That would be super cute. I mean, really, you could do a lot with these. It's not just Christmas. So again, adding the nose with some foam tape. And I'm going to pop this up with some foam tape because I definitely wanted it to have dimension. Where the other one, I just stuck it straight down to the cardstock, to the patterned paper. And then adding my sticker sentiment to the top. And now I'm going to be adding some Honeybee Snowflake confetti. Again, the Nuvo Glitter drops and White Blizzard to the nose. And we just needed a little bit more snowflakes. I am obsessed with snowflakes. That and Christmas tree lights, like the old-fashioned from the 80s big bulbs. Those are, I just can't get enough of those things. So just a little scattering everywhere. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed these cards. Super simple die cuts. Thank you for joining me on this holiday card series. If you like what you've seen, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Be back tomorrow for the last day, day 12. We'll see you then. Have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas.